5704. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get started with the risk disclaimer here. This talk is intended for educational purposes only, reflects our opinions, and is based on our best judgment, but no warranty is given or implied as to their accuracy. Past performance does not guarantee future performance, and no investment or trading advice whatsoever is implied by our commentary, coverage, or charts. Per usual, guys, I'll just start here with the SPY. So I had shared this chart this morning. It's kind of the range I've been following. I know Mario will handle the cues here in a minute, so I'll leave that to him. But basically what I continue to look at is the daily and this prior all-time high from February. So you could see it coincides right through the low of that resistance zone, right? And so that 340 to 343, I'm going to still be considering this kind of resistance zone. You can see we sold off from there. Now, looking forward for reference points, I've got the 21 MA as a reference point, call it 333.5. And then down through here, let me get the pen. Down through here, you can kind of see there's some support. If this area fails, this 330 area, I'm pretty much expecting a retest of down here, the 320, 323. So couple of reference points to use. And Mario, if you want to go ahead and take it to the cues now.
Sure. So
let me make you host. There you go.
Screen number 2. Okay, keep me posted if there's no problem with the audio, please.
Sound?
Yeah.
Sounds good right now.
Okay, good. I'm gonna try not to do anything to interfere with that. Well, basically, here's the cues. I just noticed on Kyle's chart that SPY was a little better actually, because what we have in SPY is we made actually a high today for the week and for the last 2 weeks. So SPY tried to break, came right here, close to the pivot right here, and then it failed. But we're still over 50. Look at the cues, which is my reference point because I change it since everything is about technology these days and the biggest thing. So that's where I change it. So here's what the cues are: clearly underperforming. We didn't make a new high, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4 days with lower highs, right? So that's something to look at. This is clearly a reversal. Hey, Chris. So we're talking about cues. So what I have right here is 283, right? And we got the two. Could you take it over, Kyle? Because I think there's people trying to get in. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we got the 283 right here, and I was looking at 282, 283 to be my resistance right here. You know, guys, how I trade. So I trade off support or demand and supply zone. So this is my supply zone. We have the move on Friday. I wasn't here to trade on Friday, but that was clear. That was number one, big sell-off. We had the bounce yesterday with president news and everything coming out of COVID and the hospital and everything. But today we have any reason, pretty much the market looks like it's looking for any reason just to sell off. So this is the big sell-off that we have today. I'm not that concerned just yet because we're still over the 20 MA and the 50 MA. So those I was expecting just to hold and probably some sort of give us some sort of bouncing here. So this will be my ideal long setup. I'm gonna get bullish over 280, 282. This is the level right here. Or right, if we test and hold this area right here, which is a 50-day moving average. That's about 274, 275. Remember what I always say, right? This is a $200-something, almost $300 index. So don't try to we broke because we went like a point below, right? 275, 274 for me is the same. One of the things that I look at, and I'm going to give you one of my secrets right here, if you want to call it like that, is you see this low right here, 272. That's a pre-market low a couple days ago. We haven't cleared that up just yet. So here's the other one. You see this chart right here on my left, right? So we have a lot of support right here, 273s, 270. So I don't expect this to be like a hot knife through butter just to go and just everything goes to hell. I don't think so. I think there's going to be a lot of support, a lot of buying into these areas. So if I'm short, if I'm already short, I'll probably keep some and just trade the 15-minute, right? Trading basically the president's tweet right here. That's what we're doing, right? Keeping with the H's and all of those formations that we know how to trade. Otherwise, I'm not really interested in being short 273 with all this support right here. Okay, just keep that in mind. I think it's a little different for SPY, but as far as for the Qs, that's what I was telling you guys today, that we're gonna have a lot of names that have similar pattern, right? Near support, near 50 moving averages and everything. Here's the other chart that you know I use, right? So what we see here is you see the green bar right here, the green arrow, I'm sorry. So that's the point of control, biggest area. We're right there. We have the 20 MA, we have the 50 MA. So there's a lot of things going on right there, okay? 271, we're right there with the Qs. Likely we tested, we may break it. Look what happened when we break it, right? Boom, we bounce and we make a significant high as far as within the range. So that's what I'm looking for. What I don't like about this, and I'm taking some time in here because it's important again with the market where it is. What I don't like about this is notice the volume, right? Red days, huge volume. Green days, nothing volume. This is yesterday. This is the rally. Everybody was like, oh my God, this is huge, whatever. No, it's not. No, it's not. Look at the volume. Nobody was buying. Probably was just us buying the thing, right? So what we have today is immediately when we start seeing the red, volume comes in. So what's that? Distribution, guys. That's what we're seeing. Look at the red bar here. Look at the red bar here. Look at the red, 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 red. So, I mean, no question, we've been right here and we got to be very careful as far as where we start going. If we start losing this support areas in the 50 MA, the 272, 270. So give it like 5 points, make do yourself a favor. Like 275, 270, that's our zone that I'm going to be working with, okay? So that's the Qs. Once we we finish with the Qs, I'm gonna start with Apple, right? Because we all know that this is huge. So this is what's going on with Apple. I'm going to go into my clear chart right here first, and this is what's going on with Apple. 113, look at this again. It's 3 months accumulation. That's a big level for Apple. We know that. You can see it there, and you can see it here too. Either or is the same thing. It's just a tool that I use. We're on top of the 50 MA, which is really important. Is 111.50, 34. 20 MA is still over that. The 8 MA is still over that. What I want to see is some sort of reversal right here. So my long in Apple will be over 116.27. That's for an intraday trade or any sort of trade. And remember the same concept that we discussed last time. So our target will be like 125 right here. We never made it, right? We almost made it to 120 that we called last time. So we were here the last meeting. So we caught this one like 110, 120, almost 125. That's target 2. We haven't. So what I want to see is a reversal right here. So we're looking for a negation of this this red bar right here. Sorry. There you go. Okay. So Apple, I'll be cautious. Here's support 110 over 120, 125 target 1. Okay. Once we start coming down, you can trade it. You can trade 110 into 105. And then from there, we start seeing more of a short-term, more of a momentum trades with Apple, okay? So that's the call with Apple. Bear in mind, we're also in a squeeze, which tell us that basically we are in lower volatility. So if you have been trading Apple for the last 6 days, it's been painful. Basically, nothing's going on with Apple. Here's the other one that is pretty good to look at because it's Amazon. Now let's look at what happens with Amazon. 3,200. Look at the level right here. All of these buying. If we break 3,200, it's only, what is it, 200 points, which is 8%. I think we have an 8% drop into 30.39. Okay, so in case you want to short it, 31.59 to 30.28. So that's 100 points that we can get out of Amazon. However, I'll be looking at this level right here because there's support, there's volume right there. So I won't get too concerned about Amazon unless we really break, say, 29.20. Okay. Now, if you've been trading with me or with Kyle, you know, for a while, you know that if we ever test, or when we test the 29.78, the 3,000, we did it right here. I'm going to be looking to accumulate some if I see the buyers coming in, right? So basically what I'm calling is for Amazon to, you want to be on the safe side over 32.23, 32.23, and we can have a target one of 33.50, and then target two will be high, 35.50. So here's 33.50, which is a pivot. Pretty simple concept. Right here, target one, right here, target two, if we go here. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you want to go short? Be my guest. I don't want to, not just yet, unless I started breaking this level right here, which is, this is giving me a hard time now. So unless we start breaking 29.83, so with 29.83, which is about 29.83, will be like right here. Once we break here, I'll probably take some into support. Not my favorite trade. I'd rather be long, and I'd rather be start looking for accumulation into this zone, the 3,300, just trying to think that it may go up. We know how it works. We know what it did over the last time that they closed the economy. So it could be good. And as far as Amazon I mean, we can see that hasn't done anything for the last 3 months, basically. So is that money? Is that money? Pretty much at the same place for 3 months, right? 10% up, 10% down, but this is what I want to be looking. So the call is 32.20, 32.23 for 33.50, 35.50. Okay, earnings 10.22. Etsy, I know some of you guys are looking at this one too. So this is way better as far as pattern, right? So for this one, all I can say is I'll be looking for 130, how it responds in case we start pulling back. So let me see. Oh, we're almost there. So you see I have a line at 130. I'm looking at 130, which is basically this igniting bar right here. This one, that's the one I don't want to lose. So I want to see how it react. Basically, this will be something like a 1, 2, 3 pattern, something like that. So this is number one. This is number two, the momentum trade right here. So we have a pullback. Let's see if this pullback holds into 130, and then I'll probably try to take a long. So for Etsy, my call is look at 130, see how we react to 130, and over 140, that's a long. So over 140, we go long. And then the next reference level, in case we lose the 130, is going to start being like right here, right? So that's like 122, I'll say, 122. So 130, 122 for those of you that like to fade those moves. And for the ones that don't, look for how 130 holds. And then over 140, we go for new highs. So that's Etsy. That's Etsy. And then we go to Shop, which is a Shopify. Again, for this one, what I'm looking is basically a trade versus 1050, which is this area right here. I'm going to show you why. So we clearing all these volume right here. That's 1013. So what I have is basically a base that stands right there, which will be this base. So if you're trading this one, look for it to hold the 10, 11, 1050. Okay, 1011, the 1040 is right here, right? And probably just play it as a momentum trade over longs, over highs, I'm sorry. So 1100, and that should make a new high, okay? So that's Shopify. I don't trade this. I'm just doing it because I know a lot of people trade it. So that's it. But normally I don't trade Shopify. DraftKings, let's do some of the DKNG DraftKings. So this one, I think we called it a couple weeks ago too. So what we were trading on this one was a pattern, on IPO pattern, which is up. This is a 1, 2, 3 that I like. This is the entry. So we just play the momentum. That was the last entry, 48. And I think we hit target one, which is 55, right? So we cleared, we hit it right here, the 65. I got my alarm right there, 62.25 for another one. What I'm seeing right here is a pullback, right? We got some extension right here. So I want to see how we treat 55. 55 is this base right here, right? The real volume, we should see it at 53.30. So actually, let's be that precise. Let's be a little bit more precise. So let's look for 54.53 into DraftKings, and let's see how we react. Because what I'm looking is a setup in the longer time frames to see if we start accumulating. If these guys that accumulated right here are going to continue to support their prices, right? 53.30, we accumulate and we make new highs. So versus 53 over 65. DraftKings versus 53 over 65. Let me just double check pretty fast right here with what are we doing right now? Oh, we're probably going to be testing 53 tomorrow. Okay. So it's going to be fun tomorrow. This one should be on watch. Don't try to pick a falling knife. Okay. Just wait. Let the guys do the work. Let the big guys accumulate. And then once they have accumulated, you buy. Okay. That's the way I like to trade. DraftKings, and then there's the other one, which is PENN National. So PENN National is clear right there. That's my green line over 75.30, 75.60. That'll be the long. And what I'm looking for is for this area to hold right here, 69. So I think we went a little below. Today, I will not be concerned just yet because I can see. Let me go to the other one. And well, that was some volume right there that we lost. We were not supposed to be losing that one. So all I have left is chart pattern. And I think the chart pattern will give you 64. So what I'm doing for this one is I'm gonna create a range right here that I wanna look at. So 54 and 76, okay? 54.76 and trade it as a range. 54.76. Okay. So goes Facebook. Let's go to social media. And social media for Facebook, they got earnings 10.29. I was looking for a trade. You can see my alarm right here, or 270. Basically, the NASDAQ. You know, the same, we made the report, you know, new highs, the pullback, the big pullback we hold. Now we're back over 50 MA. 20 is kind of crossing right there. Now today throws a curveball because what I have right here is the 270. You see how important is the 262, 270? We can see it here and we can see it here. So here's the trades actually, because we can actually trade 257. That's a good short into 248. So that's 10 points. I'll take that one. So let me write this down right here. So Facebook under 258 to 247, right? 247 will put us in here. You can see it. And you can see where it comes from because there's no secrets in here. Basically, we can even make it all the way to, oh, right here, sorry. Yeah, 250, 247 is gonna be like a little stop right there, and then 241. So let's make 247 target 1, 241 target 2 for Facebook. Okay. Now, when do I want to get long? Once we go over 268, 270. So over 270, I'll start looking for Facebook. The reason why I have the earnings report is because it's 10.29. So let's see how we react into earnings. Are they going to drop it into earnings to 240 so we can buy it? Or are they going to run it to 282 so we can short it? Okay. So Facebook, I think that can even be a play for tomorrow. Let me see where it's trading now. So here's my 15, 256. So it looks like it's going to be an early entry into Facebook. 60 is with us too. So yeah, it can be a momentum short tomorrow. Okay. So that's Facebook. Snap, I think it just continued to go higher, right? So we finally have a reversal day. Not that worried about it because the volume is not that big. And we didn't, I love it when we start getting like overextended, especially with this. This is my Bollinger Band. I use it at 2.53, right? So I know that right there is like a 2, 1.8. So I'm looking at Snap, but it's not my favorite stock to trade either. If we can get a good pullback on that one, where will that be? Probably at 26, you can see it right there. So what I see is like the prior place where we broke. So no problem with me. I don't want to short this thing 26.60 for 60 cents. I don't want to do it. I'd rather wait and see how we react to 26 and make a decision right there. So for Snap, just watch 26 and see how we go from there. The other one's Twitter. Twitter, I know some of you guys were looking to try to make that that breakout play. Twitter is so hard, guys. Twitter is one of the toughest stocks for me to trade. So one thing that we should look at is that Twitter is up 100% since the bottom, right? Even more, from 20 to 47. So that's number one. Number two is right here, we got the volume on top of us, 46.17. And then we go into the chart. Let me see what, no, we're far from it. I mean, the last time we saw volume, we testing 45.20, we can see 44, which is this area right here with this candle. And also where we have the big pull. And then, so let's see how Twitter handles 43 and 44. That'll be my reference points that I want to see in Twitter. As you see, these are not momentum trades because of what the market's doing. However, this is simple. If we go over highs, go long. So Twitter over 47.87, just go long. But I want to see how we react to 42.50. So I'll be looking 42.50 and over 48. Okay, I always put a buffer, and some of you guys that are in the room know that I'm getting more used to that. That's the way I trade. I didn't use it before because I didn't want to create confusion. But for me, like significant new high has to be significant new high. A point, a cent is not a significant new high for me. So I don't want to be the sucker paying up for the the highest price in the last month, basically for Twitter, just because it went to 47.88. Right? Makes sense? I hope so. So Twitter, that's Twitter. And then I think we're missing one. You have a trade for this one, right, Kyle? So PENN.
Yeah, I'm long.
Okay, cool. So this one looks really good. Look at the pattern. Now we have the break of new highs, the pullback, we make a new high, and look at the base that we're forming. So this one, 45.20, not a problem. Okay, 45.20 for 10%, 49. Okay. So pins over 45.20, which is the green line, to 49. Let's call it 10% target. That one reports on 10:30. Twitter, Facebook, and Apple report 10:29, same day. Okay, see, I've been doing my homework. So this is another one that I've been looking over. I've been on top of this one. So 32.38 gave us like, it doesn't look like much, guys, but that's 20% moving the underlying. So I really like it. You can see my base. This is what I'm trading. This base that Uber has been trying to form. And we've been talking about this for almost a year now, right? So we got it 32, 38, 32, 38. That's a couple runs of 20%. Now what we have right here, we have a pullback, right? 36 should hold. You see the volume right here? So we're holding right there, 36.40. I'm going to start getting bullish again over 38. Ideally, 38.66, but I'll probably take 38. So what I'm looking for Uber is to test the high of the year of 42, 38 to 42. That's another 10%, and then new highs, 47. Okay. So I think that's clear for Uber, right? 37.40 should be an alarm, and yeah, it's alert. So that's Uber, and here's the clean chart for Uber, right? So we got 32, 38, 32, almost 38. I want the next one has to prove itself that it's strong. So 39, 38.70, 39. That's when I want to go long. Actually, I'm gonna put that right here over 39 better. So I'm buying myself a buffer. The other one I just do it because it's the competitor, but I think it's more of a short. Actually, it's a really good looking short now. We're under all of this accumulation distribution now. We don't know, right? But what we can see here is like the point of control. You see that all of the volume was coming. Now people are willing to short even lower. So 2750 will be a stop if I'm thinking short, right? The real, let's see, momentum entry could be 2550. Momentum is to the downside. We have increased volume. I think LYFT is a short, guys. So let's look at LYFT under 26, under 2570. Under 26, under 2570 right here. Let me know if you have any questions. Target is 23, which is a Bollinger Band. 24, actually, target 1. That's almost 2 points, so that's like 9% move. That could pay us. Let me see where it's trading now. Yeah, it may trigger tomorrow. So LYFT is a short. Now let's do the payments. Square, massive move yesterday. Basically, we've been looking for that 170 for, you can see that, almost a month. We got the 130. You see how important it is to have these levels, guys? I know it's just, you know, it gives me like a perspective and know exactly what is it I'm trading. So back in here, you see the pullback to 50 MA that we saw in a lot of the main names that we watch all the time. So this is what happens, right? The 50 gets tested. You don't need to rush. You don't need to be the first guy to buy it, but you just make sure that you're on the right side of the trade, right? Comes back, comes right here, and then you catch the 20, and this is a beautiful trade. So what I like about SQ is pure strength, and I'm just gonna keep it as a momentum trade, right? So we know how to do it. 182.24, we go long. Here's the whole move that we just saw. So massive accumulation in the 152. That was the area. You can see it here too, 150, in case you don't see it in this congestion, but that's what it means. Basically, all of this congestion is probably, at this point, we know accumulation, right? So we up 30 points from there. Keep an eye on this one. So square over 182.24. What you don't want to see it is dropping 170. So let's put our alarm at 170. 170, we may want to take a look at it, and then momentum trading will be over 182.50. I'll say 24.50. Place an alarm at 25. Let us know. 50 is likely going to be the entry later in the day. I'll say PayPal. Let's see if it's similar to this one. No, it's not. So we're now making highs. We're at point of control. So there's a lot of action in here, and you can see here there's no clear pattern right here as far as a market profile. We have declining volume. Let's see a clear chart of this one. So what I want to see is how we react to 187. Not my favorite trade right here, unless, you know, this will give us a couple good days when it trades like beautiful, but most of the times it's not the type of trade that I like to take. So for PayPal, no call. I'm not making a call on PayPal. I want to stick, if I'm going to stick to payments, I want to stick with SQ. And that's the one I want to monitor. And let's do cars, electricals, because the other ones, they barely trade. So here's Tesla. And I haven't touched the chart since last time we meet. So I think we have same levels right here. So we're looking at 420. Right, and then we're looking at 443. So we're dead money right there, has done nothing. 426 and 415. So that's what is it? 11 points on a $400 stock. Wow, what's that? That's like 2% move. So it's nothing. I was expecting to see more red right here. I see red right here. So that was some distribution that we have on Friday. And we put a low of 415. So let's see how that 415 is going to react. But what I see is like 410 is likely, well, 400, 405 is clearly support right here. We can see it all. You see here, You see it here, you see it here, you see it here, you see it here. So how do we trade around that level? Let me see. You can probably, if you're inclined to do so, trade. Once we get out of this balancing zone, this is what's called a balancing zone, right? A deformation on market profile under 405, under 400, you should be able to enter into price discovery and probably test the 360. Okay, so under 400, 360, Tesla, under 400, 360. And what will make me change my mind? Well, clearly the monthly is telling us over 450, but I'll probably go with this. Yeah, it's the same actually. Yeah, 437, 440. So 440 start getting more bullish. Okay.
Are you watching the 50 if that short sets up? At 380?
380, yeah, but I don't see, you know what the thing is? I know the 50s right there, and I know it's going to be a psychological level, right? But you know it's subjective, you know, because the 50 MA
Right.
is just not real. So when I see the 50 with a 20 and volume, I'll pay more attention. Actually, there's some volume right there, but I call it target one, right?
Okay.
But if we really go 400 to 385, you know, it's like 15 points. So that's like 3%. That can do it in a day, in a morning, right?
Yeah.
So if things really get bad or something really starts selling into Tesla, we know it can move 5%. So 5% is like, what is it? Oh my God, 20 points, 20 something points. Well, yeah, that put us like a 380 from 400, 380. But I'll say the target is like probably 360, 350, right? Okay. Nothing wrong with taking some profits at 380. Nothing wrong. It's just, it changed your mindset, right? Once you start seeing the big targets, and remember, we may be able to trade for 2 days. So you miss the first day of 380, and then the next day we lose 375 or 379, we just shorted, okay? So that's Tesla. This is Nicola, which was my favorite trade last month. So we call it, I think, 40 to 20. So we got 50% on the move in that one on the underline. So what I'm looking for is more selling coming, right? You see the pattern that we're forming right here. We're under the 50, under the 20, right at the 200. 200 hasn't been crossed. This is the red one that is giving me direction, right? With all this move coming from here, right? So we coming from 55 to 20. If you thought it was gonna go to 10 without stopping, well, you know, people tend to cover the shorts. So this is probably short covering unless I start seeing a real move over 29. So let me put an alarm of 29 and that'll be a reversal trade. If I want to stick with it, you can see it right there that I have an alarm at 19. I'm probably going to put another alarm at 21. And I'm going to start looking for another trade, Nicola, right? Based on the chart. But I'm thinking this may have, look at the volume right here. So the more volume we do here, once we start aiming for the lows, we can probably take 15 and 10 as a target. And I have no idea if this is a scam or GM is gonna save them or whatever. I'm just going by the chart, right? So over 30. Over 27, over 30, we take 10% right there, 33. It's just, it moves so much that it doesn't look like it's a big target. But the 50 MA sits at 33, and the 300 MA and the 200 MA sits at 26.65. So once I start seeing this taking over 27, 30, 33, we can absolutely go long too, okay? So over 27, over 30 to 33, just a reversal trade. You know how to do it. You hit it out. Or under, let me call it again, under 2150 and under this will be like it. This is the one that we gotta be on top, under 1675 for 10. Did I say 10? Yeah, 10. That's the Bollinger Band. 2 standard deviations to the downside. So 10. So that's Nicola, and the other one is WHKS. No, WKHS, workhorse. Yeah, workhorse. So workhorse, I traded this once in here with strong, and then I totally forgot about this one. So what I'm looking for, what I'm bringing up now is 2340, 2440. So this could be an area. Let me see the volume profile. If it's giving you something, has to be tested and has to hold 22. So over, you want to be really aggressive. I'll say over 25, which is about here, 2560. Well, actually over today's high, and you can trade it to 28. The good thing about this is they move so much. So that's a 10% target, guys. 26, 28, 75 for workhorse. Over 26 to 28, 29. Let's call it 29. Okay. To the downside, 23. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I know this can go down, but I'd rather put an alarm at 21, 24, see how we trade versus 50 MA, and then make a decision right here if I want to trade it to 16. But not seeing it, not seeing it. It was extended, so basically what I'm seeing is like, let's see how we treat this pullback right here. That's a weekly chart, by the way, guys. So here's the daily, so that's a workhorse. And Neo, the last one. So Neo, I think this was looking good. I think you have something, right? You've been looking at this as a breakout trade, right?
I'm watching it, yeah. I'm looking for a move through highs.
Move through highs, 2260. It's giving us time. You know, the more it stays around here without breaking 1950, the better it is. Because the moment we take 2260, we just pounce it. You know, I don't mind this action here, to be honest. I think this is constructive, right? It's taking its time. You see the weekly how it looks. Yeah, I mean, it's just taking a breather, man. It's up so much. So Neo over 2260, momentum trade, pure momentum trade. I know Eric was looking at this one over stock, and it looks really interesting, this one, guys. Check this out, over stock. Look at the accumulation, likely accumulation between 74 and 80. So we can see it here, right? Look at all the volume we've been doing, 73, and we have this like alert, right? So we got a pretty good entry right there, 84.50. Have you traded this way before, Eric? The spreads and everything, is it good? 83, 84. Check it out, man, because I cannot see the.
He says yes.
Yeah, it's good, right? Okay, good. So yeah, keep it in the radar, man. Post it and keep us all involved. Because I think here's the other thing. We got in a squeeze right here. So we got a 7-day squeeze. We try to break it, we didn't. So the moment we see 80, 83, 80, 84, which is high of the day. Oh, I have an alarm right there. Okay, let me give another alert just so we're on top of that one. So 77, I'm not concerned. We should have support in the 73, 74 area. That's where my other orange line is. So let's look at this. So for momentum trade, overstock is on watch. Let me see the weekly right here. Not the best looking weekly. So I want to see it perform, basically, you know, take the high with momentum. You know how to play that, volume, all of that. So it's good. So keep an eye on that one. Let's do airlines. What was that?
Chips.
Chips, chips, chips.
Semiconductors.
MD, I almost forgot what it was. No, what the names were. So I was trying to play Nvidia today for this breakout to new highs or whatever. It seems like we failed. So let's go and see what's up. 565. So double top right there on the 60-minute chart. Double top right here on the 15-minute chart. We 549. So we're here, but that's just this month. So this is October. So that's too early to call as support. I don't think we have seen enough volume. So I think the trade, we have it today, and I think that was a way to play it. You know, we have the big volume today, break out of this zone right here, but now we failed. So what I want to see now is I want to see an entry, and I probably want to see an entry to the long side. When is Nvidia reporting? Is it 11:18? So we got time. We got time. Let's I don't know, Kyle. What do you see here? The
Oh,
weekly
that was a tough
chart.
one today. Wanted to see it hold.
Yeah, I'll say weekly chart. We can trade the weekly chart, so it would be like 550 over 566. I think that was the target that we called, by the way, 565. Yeah, now that I remember, because we were trading this one this morning. So I think we hit it. This is where from 571 tops. Keep an eye on that one, but I don't have a favorite entry here, to be honest. Let me see AMD. AMD. Here's what I like a little better about AMD. We have more volume. We have more volume right here. We see it 8440, 8450. So we got something like this is somewhat representative where we're stopping. So once we take 87, we may pop. And hey, even if we test the highs, that's a good trade because that's 7 points. That's almost 10%, 9%. 87.25 to 94.25 AMD over 87.25 to 94.25. And didn't it get upgraded with a target of, no, I don't remember if it was this one. So I like this one a little better. Not that I don't like Nvidia, but it was a tough trade today. If you didn't get in at the right time, that was a hard one. Okay, so AMD, the other one is MU. MU, that was earnings is out. That's one of the ones that already reported earnings. So this was looking like look at the sell, came back, tested, sold off. So what do you guys think? 46 to 44? Still in that range,
Ugly.
guys. Yeah. And this one's not an easy trade. Usually it's not an easy trade. Look what we have right here. Lots of volume at 46. It's terrible. Even any chart you see here, up, down, up, down. So I don't know. I don't know the fascination with this one either. It's horrible. What the day that they have the volume, we will know because the scanners are going to start like beeping and showing us MU, but otherwise I just no call on MU. Well, we have a range 44 to 49. Out of that range, let me know. Okay. So then we have Marvell, which is the new semiconductor that we've been following. We call it some months ago for a high. So we are new high. So this is all momentum, guys. Marvell is all momentum. Nothing else. Strong. Last 2 days, stronger than average volume. We broke to new highs. Not impressive, the volume, but I think it was above average. Today was at 114%, so that's 20% above the average price. Action was clearly in an uptrend, solid uptrend the whole day. Got sold off because of the move in the market. So let's watch 41, but entry 41, 43. That's a range, 41, 43 in Marvell to play long. Okay. So That's chips. Let's do fake meat. I love my fake meat. Look at that. So I think we nail it again. Over 147, 148, out over 142 and 152, to target 180. We hit it yesterday, I think. Oh, today we hit it. Okay, 180. So this is the accumulation that we love, guys. It just happened to happen at a high, at the highs, but I like it. I still like the trade. I still like the pattern. All I want to do is look at this here. So all I want to do is find me a good entry so that I can write it for 220, 240 as targets. Okay. It's not going to be in one day. I hope it is, but I don't think it's going to be in one day. Here's the kind of confirmation that I love. And you should start looking for this, guys, so you understand what's going on. See all this accumulation. This is call it a saucer, call it whatever you want. But the day that they decided to bring it up, they put the volume, right? They put the volume, right? So then we follow it for 2-3 days, and then boom, another day with volume, and then today with another more volume. So of course, we buying after a run from 160 to 186. That's a little risky, right? So we need some sort of, I would love to see either a pullback that holds 170. So I'm going to write it down. I want to see a pullback that holds 170, or once we start going over 187, I'll play momentum, and the target is 200 and 240. So big targets. I'm thinking big targets on this one. Not that I eat that meat. I haven't tried it yet, but you know, apparently everybody is. So that's beyond. Close economy. Zoom.
Yeah, ZM.
Yeah. This is one that I nailed it once. I think we did. You know, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days that gave us a tail. The next day we got down, and that was it. That trade we did. And I think the next day. So here's what's something that I started looking like whenever I see things like this. Let's see if you see it and you agree with me. 529. Let's call it 530. Lower pivot. 519. Let's call it 520. Lower pivot. 508, 46. Let's call it 509. So we come in 529, 519, 509. That's 10 points, right? We couldn't, still selling right here. We got 495, 509, 495, 487. So we're coming down 7 points. So if we see tomorrow 470, 476 as a high, I'm thinking that they're going to test 460, guys. That's what I'm thinking. Now, if it doesn't, I don't care. 500 is my long. Okay? Clear? Clear. 500. You want to be extra careful? 508. You want to go be extra careful? Trade at 520. You want to be extra? 530, and you get the drill. But this is the volume. You look what the volume is. 483 by 475. So we're right there. We're right there. We're in the middle of nowhere. Okay? Pick your side. Let's go here. That's the highest volume is at 480. So that's the point. We can drop 20 points, or we can go up 20 points from there. Okay? My bias is short for now. Red, red, red. And the green days, they've been like, no, pretty much nothing. Today, they didn't confirm. I was expecting this to be down really strong today. I thought today was going to break. So just keep an eye on that one, because this could be a nice momentum trade. We're in consolidation right here, clear. What are we trading now? 477. It just trades bad. So 470, you see my alarm right there, and 460, that will be my next target. So for Zoom, let's call 460, 500. That's what we're trading. Okay. 460, 500. Okay. Another one, Doku. Have we traded this one intraday? Not sure. I think we did. Yep.
I think yesterday it was on watch. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the 190 200 that trade we did it because that's the one we discussed last meetup, last hangout. The 200 to 200. Look at this, 200 220, 10% pullback. Try to make a new high right here, 236. So I'll be looking for regaining because I still like this. I think this is accumulation right here. So 222, 212, 222. So let me go and see the market profile. Yep, this could be actually a pretty decent trade. If we hold, let's watch it 220. And for momentum trading, let's watch 235. So Doku over 235. Here's my favorite stock to trade swing. PENN. Intraday is horrible, but swinging it is just money. So non-stop, and let me see if I can find, nah, it's just 110. You see all the volume that we did here? So I'll be playing 110, 105 as reference level, as reference levels for PENN. So 110 and 105, just for reference. And momentum 113.87. But since I just disclosed to you that I don't trade it intraday, I'll probably be just looking for a pullback to 100, 105, and then decided if I still believe in the stock, right? Not the company, the stock. Okay, so that's PENN. And Twilio. So Twilio, beautiful. What are these guys? What does this guy do? Are these guys software or something? No idea.
So yeah.
Huh?
I think it's software.
I think it's
Not
software.
entirely sure.
Okay. Anyways, this is a beautiful chart, guys. This is just great. I think it triggered Friday, right? It triggered Friday, 288, 289. So today was like 1 to 3 day. 298. So do we have momentum for tomorrow? I think we do. Look at the weekly. I love the monthly. Make the pullback, strong pullback, support, accumulation, breaking to new highs. Yeah, look at that. Looks good. So who wants to buy at 300 tomorrow? Guys, this is a Momo trade for Zoom, I mean for tomorrow. So Twilio, let's watch it. When do we
Yeah,
not?
spreads are good.
Yeah. Okay, good. I think you mentioned that yesterday, right? Yeah. Much better on the initial break. Absolutely. You have to be on this one right here because that was a gap up. Well, actually, gap up could have been traded. Yeah, 287. I don't know. It should be news because that does look like news. It's not earnings, but it was news. Absolutely news. So Twilio, we got now two, which is about to break. I know it's expensive. Please, I haven't traded this one in a while. So let's see how the options are. Nah, not good, right? Yeah,
No, not really.
no volume. So yeah, not now. Out, no call on now because of no options. Microsoft software. So this one is dealing with a 50 MA. Flat 50 MA at point of control. So we know 210 is a big level for Microsoft, right? Let me bring my other chart cleaner right here. So 50 MA, it's 208 roughly. The 20 MA is under, so we got a cross right there, 206. That might bring some momentum to the short side. So I'm not totally opposed to shorting this one because we have the point of control on top of us. So I think we can hit 200, 190, 200 and 180. What is that doing after hours? Yeah, this could be a momentum short. Just for a pullback. This could be in distribution. Let me see. I just done. Looks like it's been distributed, guys. Reason being, I'm under the moving averages and I'm under the main volume zone, right? So once I start seeing volume coming in at the lower levels, like today, you see red right here, you see red right here, you see red right here, I start getting like, okay, especially the last 2 days, last 3 days, I'm sorry. So you see here, we're under levels. So did they just sell and now they're gonna let it fall? We will see tomorrow. Under 204.50, Microsoft under 204.50, momentum short to 200 and to 1. Wow, should not be a chicken and just call it 185 to 200 MA, 185. Yep. Wow, that means the market will go down, right? If Microsoft goes down that much. Okay, Microsoft. Did we do Facebook? Yeah, we did. Python, yeah, we did.
CRM.
CRM, yes. CRM. Squeezing it, 2 levels, clear levels. Those are like so clear right here. 248, call it 250 to 270. So 250, 270, and trade around them. Basically, that's all I can say. Because this is the news that was basically oh, you know what? That was earnings, right?
Right.
So I assume they came out with some crazy numbers and everything was beautiful. So that puts me into a bullish. I'd rather do the bullish side on this one. So 253. Hey, we can trade this over tomorrow, over today's high, even 255. You see how it looks. Not crazy. Not crazy. If we see volume 255, I'll take it. 258, I'll take it. Target 1, 270, and then we take it from there. So CRM, watch 255 intraday for 270 and over 285 to all-time, well, that's all-time highs. So over 285, that's momentum, okay? I like it. I like CRM. Let's do DDOG, Datadog. Beautiful, beautiful setup too. Wow, we were waiting for this one. Last time we talked, it was on this pattern. You see all of this compression. So we were here. We have the check down on no volume right here. They try to sell it. Next day, gap it down or whatever, no volume. They bought it back and that was it. They stopped pretty much everybody out here. Boom. So this one I like, 110, DDOG, 110 momentum. Momo. For the new guys, Momo means when I don't know what to do, I just go over whatever price I have. 109, just buy it. I mean, seriously, right? Because the pullback, it's I don't have much information. I mean, I gotta go into this candle how it was formed, but for sure, actually, let me do this right here. I don't want to lose in 99.60, right? Make sense? Because that's the point of the break. So I think it makes sense that we don't want to see it under 99. Okay, that would be like, okay, I'm starting to get worried if I'm long DDOG. So that's DDOG and Teladoc. Does this one has good options?
Not sure.
Decent, right? Yeah, next week they got 2,000, 23.81 on the 230s, and then 45 days out, they have, wow. Well, I'll leave you to it, guys. But what do I like about this one? The monthly pattern right here. So I like 228. So basically this right here, 230. That's what I'll be looking to put some risk on that one, 230. Just thinking that this monthly setup is just gonna continue. And this is like accumulation, like 1, 2, accumulated down here. Now they're willing to pay up. So I'll probably be willing to pay up 228. Okay. Be careful with those. But you know how it works, like Fastly, all of those stocks that we have done in here, they don't look like they can go. But if you nail it on the day that they are, it's just give you like a good. This one,
yeah.
this one we've been trading for probably a couple months now, and it's like, look at this, 75 105, 75 105. That's 50% move, right? So what we were trading here is we identified these buyers right here. So there's buyers in the lower part, you know, in the 80s. So we identify the buyers right here. So now we're dealing with a different animal right here, right? Everybody pretty much is loaded up because everybody was buying the 84, 85, 80 something. So now what do we have? We have momentum. So what we want to see momentum is that day people willing to pay up. So let's do 104, right? Which is continuation of this move right here, 104 to 120. And that's Fastly. Where's Fastly? Fastly. 104 to 120. Now we go back down to 81. I'll probably be buyer too, again, okay? If the market or whatever reason, unless there's like specific news on the stock, I'll probably be buying it again. But I like this type of pattern. This is we've seen a lot of these patterns right here. So we gotta remember when we were we were looking for accumulation of the lows and everything. Now as the market changes, we change, and that's how we keep it. Not doing the same thing, because the market change, you cannot keep doing the same thing.
Gotta adapt.
Right, you gotta adapt. So make sure you know how to trade this. So Fastly, you know, the other one I like is Nike, and I saw it yesterday trying to break, and today we did and failed. So this is all momentum, right? Same story. They reported earnings, gap it up, pull back. Totally forgot. Look at this. This might be a people accumulation. So let's buy 130.50 for momentum in Nike. Rules of engagement, you all know it. I don't need to tell you that it's not just about the price. You see 130.50 you buying, and you're like you and some other 10 people buying. So that's not gonna fly. Okay. So don't jump the gun. This one I like it a lot. 300 finally. So Baba, and I don't know if it was news after, I mean, something related to China. I don't know, because this spike right here was like what caught my attention, right? That was last Thursday. That was last Wednesday, actually. That was the last time I traded last week. So I think we traded that day. We held. Look at how good we held, right? And now we aiming for the 300. So over 300 is a go. Okay. Alternative entry, I really don't want to see it going down, to be honest. After whatever happened this day, I just need momentum to be on the good side, and it didn't get, yeah, it get clobbered today. Yeah, but that was a market, so we gotta put some asterisks on that one and make sure that we don't overread into that. So that's Baba. Space. We got it, that one yesterday for the breakout and failed. So still same as with Baba. I don't know what's going on with this one, but this is my thing. So we got the accumulation in the 17s, and now we finally try to break out. Target 1 is 23, target 2 is 25, right? Now what we need to find is an entry, because this is a tough one. So wow, negated absolutely the move. 20. Where would I buy it? I'm gonna put an alarm for 22 tomorrow, and then based on intraday, if we see some volume like today out of the blue, probably that can give us an entry. Otherwise, we just gotta have to wait till I think that was your trigger, right? 2260. Yeah, 2255, 2260. Not the easier one. This is, we just thinking that this is the beginning of a move. That's why we're willing to trade this thing up here, right? But that's
Right.
all. I don't see any more. So over, what did I say for tomorrow? 20, 21, 22 versus 22 versus 20, no, 22 intraday, watch, over 22.65, let's call it. CrowdStrike, I tried trading yesterday. It was tough. It was tough. It's trying to break. Um, I think options were tough, but I see the volume. You see the volume right there. Although it's low, it's higher on the green side. So we might be into something, but I don't know. No, I got no call on crowd unless we break 153. But I don't know if that's the stock to chase. Octa, okay, my God, it went.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, and I had it. I don't know why I didn't have I have my green line right there, but I didn't have an alarm yesterday, and I totally forgot an alarm today. So let's see how the move was today. 127. Let's put it as a momentum watch. Look at the close. It's good. 236. Let's see. Options not that good, right?
Yeah, careful with the options here.
Yeah. Yeah. Careful with the options, guys. It's just some of these are the ones that I used to trade with stock, so I didn't pay that much attention. So this one is Momo, Momo Crowd. We have now Pacey. Guys, I think we finished like, oh, UPS, sorry. We
And how
got
about the
50.
streamers too after this?
Wow, forgot Netflix. I can't believe it. Yep. Okay, so Disney and Boeing. Oh my God, what's going on? Okay, so UPS, I'm looking at a breakout right there, 172.05. Okay, I think that's clear. I'm assuming this is accumulation again. We have squeeze right here. So we just started the move. And now what I want to see is continuation to the upside. So 172.06 for UPS momentum. Where's my UPS? Over 172.10. I'm going to call it 10. Momo. Okay. Want to do FDX now that we're here? FDX. Not as good because I'm far from point of control. So this is an uptrend, but I'd rather do the breakout on UPS if it's going to happen. Let's do Netflix. Wow, my God, I totally forgot about Netflix. Netflix, we nailed that one too. 525, right? 505, 525. That was Wednesday, I think it was. That it was. Look at all the accumulation here, 490, right? So we have massive accumulation, the 490. Here it is, 489 July monthly profile. So it was July, August, and September. 3 months accumulation right here. Boom. So we got the move. Now it's, I mean, I need 530, 530, 560. And then if not, I'm going to be looking at 490, plain and simple. So 505 is the level. That's like the low of these, all of these ones right here. So it's 505, 505, 505. So 505 is a level, 505, 490. Okay, let's do some game planning for this one, intraday. So 505 is key. 490, it's the point of control, which is that like key level. That's the key level. That's the real key level. Sorry. 505 is the last week, and then over 530 is the momentum entry. Okay, so we got a good range right there, like 40 points to play with. Okay, that's Netflix. Let me do here 525. Target 530 goes 560. Sounds like a lot, but it's just 6%. So that can do it in one day. You saw when it was like 500 to 525 in 2 days, so it's not a big deal. Disney, just for fun, this is a streamer, right? Oh my God. Oh, Disney Plus, and it's yeah, I think it's the COVID, it's the parks. That's the problem. I want to see 118 right here, 117, which is right here, 117, back to 117. So if you really like to short this, yeah, by all means, it's a short. For now, it looks like a short. Yeah, under 120 for 117. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Look at the 60. Yep, under one. Yeah, Disney under 120, because this is a slow one, right? Usually, so you can put it and forget it, set it and forget it, right? Under 120, 170. Yeah, I'll probably do this one. If it triggers and give me an entry, I'll probably do it. You just short it and you just let it till the end of the day. Those are like Disney. What else? You say streamers, so I did. Oh,
Roku.
well, my God, you brought that one. I hate that stuff. I don't trade that stuff. You know that. Not even in my notes anymore. I totally forgot about Roku. When you say streamers, it's just, oh my God. Okay, Roku, what's up? Let's see. So we have a massive day. I remember that day. I think Christopher called that day. Massive day. Beautiful entry right here. Beautiful entry. Boom. Big volume. Make new highs. Pull back. New highs again. And off we go. This thing is like, yeah, all-time highs. So momentum, my friends. Nothing more to say. To 10, there's the thing with new highs is that we got no reference points. I mean, nothing. All we can say is like, oh, it's 200 by 210. Yeah, that's it. 200 by 210. But we don't have much. Let me do Boeing, man, because he got cream today. Look at that.
Wow.
Big reversal. 175 was key level, guys, as you can see. Daily point of control. 175, boom. 160. So we're sitting on the bottom of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 day range. That puts us in here, and we also below the main zone for September. So we can totally get to 152, not a problem. 152, 142. I think we hit target today. We call 160 as a target one for the short right there. We nail it. And we close at exactly at that point, 159, 160. Well, for me, that's the same. Okay. So this is, I know you guys love it. We got the news, then we waited. You short, you can even short here, you can short here, you can short whatever you want. That was an 8 point, between 6 and 8 point drop. You don't have to chase it after the news, but you just wait for the setup, knowing that you're at the point of control. So we like this one for continuation under today low, 159. So BA under 159, 160. Go for 152 and 142. Right? When am I gonna get bullish again? Well, I gotta see 176. Be honest. Yeah, I gotta see over 176. We see over 176, ideally over 181. I'm bull again for 200. Wow, this is getting worse and worse and worse right here. 185, 160. I'm not buying 160 this time. Why? Because of the pattern. Okay, so this one versus 140. I'll probably buy it. Okay, good. BA, anything with the airlines? Anybody following the airlines like Delta? Delta reports 10:08. 10:08, guys. That's Thursday. Wow. Reversal here. I like Delta, guys. I like it because I'm playing this. I'm playing this 27 to 36 to 45. But I'm not sure I want to be long over earnings. However, I see accumulation right here in the 31. Point of control is a little low at 22. So just keep an eye on this one because it may be in play because we got earnings Thursday, I think. Double check, but I think it's 10:08. So then we have UAL, which is earnings on. By the way, I know airlines are not that exciting, but when they're moving, when they're in play, that day they pay. Trust me on that one. Right, Kyle?
True.
When they move, they pay. They pay so nice. So here for UAL 37, we can go 37.39, which is like almost 10%. That could be good. Over 37.20 to 39 for UAL. Earnings next week, 10.14. And American is so hard. American is just, I think I'm done with that one. Let's see. I got the levels right there. Whenever it gets to levels, I'll let you guys know. So 11, I like it. Over 14.35, I like it. Haven't changed anything right here. I think we're done, guys. I got some new stuff. PayC, Paycom.
How about banks?
Banks. Goldman Sachs is the one I like. I think it's 205 now. Well, it was before the tweet. This is what I like. Looks like accumulation. Looks like we're at a level right here. So yeah, I think it was 205 what I was looking for. Wow, I hit it today. Thank God I wasn't looking. Otherwise it would have been long. I like this one, 206.25, 206 to 220. I think that's the same play we did last earnings report right here. Look at it. Yes, that's the same play we did, 206 to 20. Remember, 10%? So, hey, why not? May work again. If we can get 200 to 220, yep, same play. Look at this. Look at this, guys. And look at this.
Report next week, right?
Yeah, they report. I haven't done my research on banks, but I think they report. Maybe Hassan knows.
I believe it's next week.
Next week. So, yeah, let's try and do that 10% in Goldman. The 14th. That's next Wednesday. Okay, so 205, 200, 220. Yeah. Wow, I just remember we did it last time. Exactly the same. Look at this, 1, 2, 3 days. It just dies prior to like volatility compression, the compression, and then it just explodes. So we got 2 days here. Maybe it's gonna work. Guys are asking for MS. So MS. Here's the difference, guys. You see MS, you see the volume goes up, volume comes down. So, so if you want to trade it, I'll be long over 50, right? Meaning you negate this, which is like 2 massive selling days, but that's not exactly what I want to see. I'd rather see this, like, yeah, not really that much selling, but there I saw green right here, green right here, green right here, right at support, 220 maybe. Let me see JP Morgan because I like JP Morgan 100. I think at 100 I like it. Usually I like it at 100. So over 105 to 115, that was like a couple months ago too. Same trade. It hasn't triggered yet. I like it over 107. Basically, that's my trigger in earnings. It's 10:13, so that's the day prior to. Okay, here's a more aggressive call. 147, 150, meaning pretty much over today's high. That one right there. 101 to 105. That's 4%. That's not a lot. Watch it. 101 to 105. And then keep some. Okay. So JP Morgan,
solid.
Momo, 101 to 105. And then see earnings. Earnings 10:14, right? Yeah. Thank you, Hassan. JP Morgan, what else got? What else you have, guys? I think we need like 50 something.
Yeah, I think that's a wrap. Running out of time here.
Okay, cool. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, Mario.
No problem. Thanks everybody for the time.